An uncontested divorce in Illinois is the fastest and most affordable way to get divorced in Illinois. Hi, my name is Dave Wolkowitz. I'm an uncontested divorce lawyer in Illinois. I'd like to go over with you the top 5 questions I get for people who want to start an uncontested divorce in Illinois. Let's get started. One of the first questions I often get is, how long does an uncontested divorce take? It's a good question because, of course, an uncontested divorce is supposed to be fast and simple. How long it takes is generally between a couple weeks and a couple months, and it depends upon certain factors. First of all, how quickly do you get information to your uncontested divorce lawyer? Another factor is how quickly do you and your spouse execute the necessary documents that are required to file in an uncontested divorce in Illinois. The court schedule also has a lot to do with it. The court's availability for a court date to finalize a divorce varies by county and also even by judge within a county. So the court can have a lot to do with how quickly your divorce can be finalized. Of course, people also want to know, how much does an uncontested divorce cost? Well, there are generally two major components to the cost of an uncontested divorce in Illinois. Number one is court fees. Court fees vary by county in Illinois, but generally the total amount of court fees can range between maybe $750 or so for the larger counties, down to around $400 total for some of the smaller counties. When I say total, what I mean is the combined fees for the person filing the case, that's the petitioner, and also the fees for the person responding to the case, that's called the respondent. Part of the cost of an uncontested divorce in Illinois is also for an uncontested divorce lawyer. Now, I charge a flat fee to represent clients in an uncontested divorce in Illinois. And what I do for my client is the following. I file the documents required for both parties. Now, even though I only represent the petitioner, the party filing the case, as a courtesy, I file the documents for the respondent as well, so the respondent doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing. I also draft all of the documents, I give advice to my clients, and I attend the court hearing required to finalize a divorce in Illinois. That's called the prove-up. That's where a divorce is finalized in court for an uncontested divorce in Illinois. People also ask me, can I get a flat fee for an uncontested divorce in Illinois? Well, of course, as I already alluded to, the answer is yes. So I find it very convenient to offer a flat fee to my clients when I represent them for an uncontested divorce in Illinois. And the reason is because for an uncontested divorce in Illinois, everything is by agreement, and that makes the amount of work predictable. That's good for both the clients and the attorney. That's what allows a flat fee for an uncontested divorce in Illinois. Many people are curious about the waiting period they've heard about for an uncontested divorce in Illinois. Well, I'd like to address 2 separate time periods that might be relevant. Number one, in an uncontested divorce in Illinois, at least one of the parties getting divorced must have been a resident of Illinois for at least 90 days preceding the filing or opening of a divorce case. There's also the 6-month waiting period. Many people have heard that parties need to have lived apart for at least 6 months preceding the finalization of a divorce. But in Illinois, for an uncontested divorce in Illinois, the court will presume that both parties have met the 6-month waiting period requirement. That's because they're in agreement. I don't want to bore you with too many details, but long story short, most people are not prevented from getting an uncontested divorce in Illinois due to the 6-month waiting period. So I would say, talk to your uncontested divorce lawyer and don't worry about that too much. The last question I'm going to address is really a combination of different questions I get about uncontested divorces in Illinois. People often worry that they might be prevented from getting an uncontested divorce because of a certain reason. For example, they might ask me, can I get an uncontested divorce in Illinois if I own a house? The answer is yes. Or they might say, can we get an uncontested divorce in Illinois if we have kids? The answer is yes. Or they might ask, we own a business. Can we still get an uncontested divorce in Illinois? The answer is yes. I could go on, but I think you get the point. The main thing about getting an uncontested divorce in Illinois is that both parties are in agreement as to all the terms. It doesn't matter exactly what the terms are or what needs to be considered in your uncontested divorce in Illinois. Now, it's true that some uncontested divorces are more complicated than others, and that can relate to or have an impact on the cost of your uncontested divorce. But regardless of how complicated your uncontested divorce is, I can probably offer a flat fee. But the important thing to know is that the main thing about getting an uncontested divorce in Illinois is that both parties are in agreement as to all the terms of the uncontested divorce. I hope you found going over those top 5 questions useful if you're considering starting an uncontested divorce in Illinois. If you need more information about uncontested divorce in Illinois, please check out my website, uncontesteddivorceinillinois.com. Thanks a lot and good luck with your divorce.